Hi, it's Michael McDonald again. One of the things that I wanted to talk about was I was writing, as I was writing my book in 2010. It was around September, just before I took a break from writing. I was writing chapter 3, and I was having these dreams when I was about 7 years old. I was having these weird dreams. That's chapter 2. I was having these weird dreams about my stepfather. There was this kid named Adam in my school. I was in elementary school, I think about first grade. There was this kid named Adam. He was a friend of mine, and I think he was my only friend. But I mean, I was only 7, and I knew I was gay because I had a crush on him. And so I was having these dreams about him, and they were kind of morbid. My stepfather, and I'm not in any way bashing him because, these were just dreams. He, how do I put it? Adam's head was on a platter, and he was eating him. So, yeah, it's kind of really creepy, morbid. How does a 7-year-old have these dreams? I wasn't watching TV. Actually, my stepdad would not let me watch television unless it was PBS, like Electric Company, Sesame Street. Those are the only things I was allowed to watch. How was I having these weird dreams? So I was having these dreams. I had these dreams for years, like 2 years. When I was 9 years old, it was around Halloween time. Actually, before that, my sister was born my younger sister was born in September, on September 12th, 1979. So she was born. She was, a little baby, and all of a sudden I started having these nightmares that he's eating her. 9 years old. Never watched a horror movie in my life. I couldn't explain it. So I'm having these weird dreams. And some nights I was having these dreams that I was in a theater. And it kind of reminded me of a theater we have in Bakersfield called the Fox Theater. Actually, I believe it was the Fox Theater in Bakersfield that I had never been to as a kid. We lived in Bakersfield, but I had never been there at Fox Theater. I was there a few years ago, actually last year, and I was backing up against the wall. There was like a red velvet curtain, because like this monster, like Frankenstein, was coming for me. So I'm having these weird dreams: cannibalism, beheading, Frankenstein coming at me. So Halloween comes, my mom takes me to this haunted house thing. I don't know where it was. We lived in Van Nuys at the time. So to get into the haunted house, you had to get on your hands and knees, and there was like an entrance that was like maybe this tall, and you had to crawl into the entrance, and it wasn't that far of a crawl. You crawl in there, and then you stand up, and there's all these people walking around. There's these rooms that you look in the windows or the doors, and there's like these nightmarish scenes of like a woman on a table being operated on, or just for example, there was a woman her head was on a platter in the middle of a table. Obviously they cut the table and they cut the platter, and put the platter over her head, or whatever, however they did it. Or maybe she just stuck her head through from the bottom. There's my beheading. How did I have a what was it, a premonition? So then I was starting to freak out, and because I started getting flashbacks of that Adam dream. So then I kept walking around, and I looked into another room, and there was a guy eating a baby. Okay, so then here comes Frankenstein walking towards me, and by this time I'm just like, I froze. I froze. My feet wouldn't move, and I just started bawling. And somebody had to take me out. Somebody had to grab me by the hand and escort me out. I really should have been, escorted by somebody else. I was 9 years old. I mean, 9 years old, that's old enough to deal with that, right? Maybe not today, but, 1979, the child should be able to handle something like that, or should have been able to handle something like that, because other children were handling it. They were laughing, but the reason I was having such a hard time with it was because of the dreams. Because every time I looked somewhere, it was another dream that I had been having. Were these premonitions or what? I mean, and then I started having these dreams where, after the Halloween, after that haunted house thing, I never had those dreams again. The Adam dream's gone. The baby dream's gone. The Frankenstein in the movie theater was gone. In September 2010, I'm writing these memories down, and I started thinking maybe I should write a short story before I continue my book, because I'd only had like 3 chapters written, and I had a few memories in several other chapters written, but I really only had like 3 solid chapters written. So I thought, I wonder if I should write a short story based on these dreams. And well, it never went through. I bought this book called what was it, Writing Fiction for Dummies or something, and as I'm reading this book, it kept talking about getting published. I'm like, I don't care about getting published, just teach me how to write fiction. And it kept saying, getting published, getting published, getting published. So I got fed up with it and I stopped reading it. I mean, I don't care about publishing. I just wanted to learn how to write fiction. And I stopped reading it because it did me no good to read it. I just went, I took my break, then I finished my book. So yeah, that's my Halloween story. I guess a little too soon. It's only September, but do I have psychic abilities? Am I a psychic because I had premonitions as a kid? I've had premonitions as an adult, but I don't consider myself a psychic. But, those are my dreams as a kid, and I tried to write a short fiction novel, but I couldn't. I mean, not novel, short story book. I couldn't do it because I'm not that creative. All I can do is write what I know, what I remember. That's it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please click the like button and comment and subscribe, and go and follow me on Twitter at Diary of a Gay Nerd, and on Facebook /Diary of a Gay Nerd. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.